How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Joshie. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hoots Podcast or at the Hoots Podcast here on YouTube. Appreciate the love and support, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Getting closer and closer to WrestleMania, guys. You guys excited for it? Interesting topic today. As we're gonna get into this, is my first time reacting. This is, I think, my first wrestling video reaction that I've done. And I'm sure to go down this rabbit hole. Maybe get some rant on me, maybe you won't. But here, we're going to be reacting to the latest news hits from WrestleMania. Make sure to subscribe to their channel. We're going to go down this voyage and see what they got to say. What's going on, the latest going on in the world of WWE. And this should be interesting. This is my first time doing this, so it's my first time checking out a WrestleMania video. As always, hit us up in the comment section as far as the topics that they discuss here. And let's see how this bad boy goes. Here we go.
Guys, it's WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including former WWE star returning, major change to WWE PLEs, Alexa Bliss returning at WrestleMania 39, CM Punk reacts to hot WWE angle, WWE Hall of Famer has surgery, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now, let's hit the intro and get into our first story.
Let's get to it. See what they got to say.
Former WWE star on his way back to the company. Our top story today shares some news relating to the possibility of a former WWE star returning to the company. Rumors surrounding Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, returning to WWE have been circulating for around a year now, and Cardona has finally himself admitted that he will return to the company that made him famous. During an interview with Wrestling Inc., Cardona stated that he will return to WWE eventually, but he doesn't give a specific date as to when that'll happen. So when I got released from WWE, ever since that day, my goal has not been, oh, what can I do to get back? What do I need to do to impress people to get back there? No, that's not my goal. But I'd be lying if I said I never wanted to wrestle at Madison Square Garden again, or I never wanted to have a WrestleMania moment again. Of course I do. So will Matt Cardona ever go home? I think eventually, but not as Zack Ryder, because Zack Ryder is dead. Would you like to see the former US champion return home to WWE? Let us know in the comments below.
That's an interesting one. Matt Cardona. You always be Edge's bitch. Shout out to Joe Hendry. I love that music video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Matt Cardona has done a lot of good stuff for himself. I am one that doesn't partake in GCW. That's just not my style of wrestling. But for the stuff I saw him done in Impact and the NWA since his departure from WWE, I gotta give credit to the guy, man. He's an ultimate hustler. Talking about grind and work ethic and everything in between. Matt Cardona bet on himself, and he really made a name for himself. And I'm very happy for his success. Him coming back to WWE as Matt Cardona could be interesting. Tying into the stuff that his wife is doing on TV now, Chelsea Green's done a good job maximizing her TV time and her character that she's playing. And Matt Cardona is a different person than Zack Ryder. Do I think it could work out? I think it could. Matt Cardona is not like MJF where he's needed to rely on cursing or whatever to get himself over, I guess, since his departure from WWE. Yeah, he's been claimed the king of death matches, the king of the indies and stuff like that. But, you know, whether it's Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Cody Rhodes, Matt Cardona bet on himself. He didn't feel sorry for himself after leaving WWE. He made a name for himself. He made a whole lot of money out of it, too. So I think him coming back to the company would be really cool. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Would you like to see Matt Cardona come back? Let me know in the comment section.
Reason why FTR could return to WWE. Speaking of former WWE stars who could return to the company, there are rumors surrounding the possibility of FTR returning to WWE once their AEW contracts expire. The reason why FTR may be interested in returning to WWE is due to the success of Cody Rhodes since he returned last year. FTR member Dax Harwood heavily implied that seeing the success of Rhodes in WWE certainly adds intrigue to FTR's future and makes the possibility of returning to WWE probable. Harwood would discuss the topic on the House of Wrestling, and this is what he had to say. Seeing that they took him seriously and that they've allowed him to be a big star definitely had me and Cash analyzing it way more than we would have before. They've done a great job with him, and Cody has done a great job with himself too. He's been given the opportunities, but it's all about what you do with the opportunities, because he could have been given an opportunity and just squandered it. But he believes in himself, man. I'm very, very close with Cody. We talk probably, at the very least, we talk once a week, and I'm very proud of him. And I'm sure he's proud of us as well. But yes, it definitely made us reevaluate the things we could possibly do in the future. Alexa.
FTR back to WWE. Was not expecting that. By the way, if you guys have not seen Dax's podcast, FTR with Dax, I think it's really good. You guys should go check it out. It's very, very entertaining. I like the stuff that him and Matt Cardona do. It's out there of the possibility of FTR coming back to WWE. And you made an important point there, going back to the last video that we dropped. Cody capitalized on the opportunity that he had going back to WWE. Unlike CM Punk capitalizing in his return to pro wrestling in AEW. Very interesting. Not on all on CM Punk, of course. I don't want to get people like, oh, I can't believe you're blaming CM Punk for his run dropping. There's way more to it. Go watch the video. You understand what I'm saying. Anyways, let's get back to this. All right, here you go.
Bliss returning at WrestleMania 39. Former WWE Women's Champion Alexa Bliss has been off TV since the Royal Rumble, but it looks like Bliss could be returning next weekend at WrestleMania 39. During an interview with Cinema Blend, Bliss confirmed that she will indeed be in attendance for the biggest show of the year. I will be in LA for WrestleMania. I'll be at the arena. Who knows what that leads to? Because, you know, in WWE, you never know what's going to happen. It's the company where you always expect the unexpected. We'll have to see. Bliss doesn't have a featured match on the card as of yet, but it's possible she makes her presence known in one of the 4 women's matches that are currently booked for the show. It'll be interesting to see what version of Bliss returns to WWE. Bliss was in the midst of a storyline with the sinister Uncle Howdy, but now with Bray Wyatt being off WWE TV due to an illness, this leaves the status of the angle in a state of flux.
Well, yeah, of course, it's going to be a state of flux with the Bray Wyatt stuff because we don't know what's going on. And that happened at the wrong time. Also, Alexa Bliss was dealing with the recent health scare as well, so I wasn't really surprised that she wasn't really featured for WrestleMania this year. It could be one of those case scenarios where she pops up on the Raw after WrestleMania and see where things go from there. Because there was, you know, she had the title match with Bianca Belair at the Royal Rumble, and we didn't get anything after that. So a lot of things are up in the air, whether she goes back to her original Twisted Bliss character or she's still in the Bray Wyatt universe. We have to see how that one plays out. Let's continue on here.
Major change to WWE premium live events. WWE's approach to premium live events has seemed to have drastically changed this year. B-level pay-per-views such as Backlash and Elimination Chamber are being treated as if they are huge shows, which is a significant change to how WWE previously viewed events outside of the traditional Big Four. A new report from Fightful Select indicates that WWE will be putting extra care into future premium live events, and each event will now have a distinct purpose. WWE has been putting extra care into the selection of PLE locations and drastically changed its approach from 2022. They want each event to have a distinct purpose, whether that be thematic, financial, or strategic. For example, thematic would be Sami Zayn in Montreal, for example, or Bad Bunny hosting Backlash in Puerto Rico. Financial would be stadiums versus arenas. Strategic would be London's event happening at primetime ahead of their rights renewals in the area, and also WrestleMania in Los Angeles around the time they're planning a sale of the company and ahead of the TV rights renewals. This approach is evidently working, as shows such as the Elimination Chamber have done extremely well, and have been made to feel like must-see shows. This is definitely a smart move on the part of WWE. WWE bringing back former pay-per-view name? The NXT brand in recent years has used the names of classic wrestling pay-per-view events for their shows. Classic pay-per-view names such as Halloween Havoc and the Great American Bash have all been used, and now it looks like WWE will be using the Battleground name for a future event. On March 20th, 2023, WWE filed to trademark NXT Battleground. It remains unclear on when exactly WWE will be planning to use the name, but logic would assume that it would be at some point this calendar year. Randy Orton.
Stop that there real quick. Pay-per-views, premium live events, pal. Yeah, when it comes to the NXT stuff, maybe we'll get Payback or No Way Out. I like that NXT tapped into the past names of the pay-per-view events. Like, it'd be cool if they did like NXT Armageddon or something like that. That'd be like really cool. As far as their locations of premium live events, I think it would be interesting if they're able to pull off stadium events in all different countries for one calendar year. I think that'd be very interesting. I thought that happens because I don't see a year where you only have premium live events that are only outside of the U.S. But that's what the schedule is right now. I mean, Backlash is in Puerto Rico. The King of the Ring and King of the Ring shows in Saudi. We got the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in London. We're back to the States in Detroit, but Detroit is a country in itself. But it's interesting, man. You gotta be strategic, like they said, about where you want to have these premium live events. And I mean, no offense, but I don't know if they're gonna be doing pay-per-views in Laredo or Indianapolis or some of these other markets that you go, or Grand Rapids, Michigan, where you have these crowds that are just sitting on their hands and doing absolutely nothing while the show's going on. You have to be selective in what pay-per-views you want to do for those markets as well. So, interesting thing. Is there, really quick, for those who are watching, is there a particular pay-per-view you'd like to see come back from WWE? Love to see your guys' thoughts on that. Let's continue on with the video.
Ready to return? Good news for fans of Randy Orton, as it looks like the WWE great is finally ready to make his WWE comeback. This news comes from Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, who stated, "All the indications are that he's on his way back," which is also good news because at the end of last year, there were definitely people worried about him. There have been rumblings surrounding Orton returning next weekend at WrestleMania, but these are just rumors at this stage. Orton has been badly missed on WWE TV, and it'll be fascinating to see how the Viper is booked under a Triple H-led WWE. During Observer Radio, Meltzer also gave a brief update on the status of Matt Riddle. "You know what the situation is with Riddle? He could come back anytime. I've not heard his name mentioned." CM Punk reacts to hot WWE angle. CM Punk has once again been the talk of the wrestling world this weekend, but in a more comedic social post, Punk hilariously commented on Rey Mysterio's Instagram page following this week's SmackDown. Mysterio took to Instagram following SmackDown to address finally striking his son Dominic. Punk would comment on Mysterio's post, stating, "Good for you, Ray. I've wanted to punch him for 13 years. For those not aware, Punk is referencing the WrestleMania 26 storyline WWE produced involving Punk and Mysterio's family. The angle between the Mysterio family is red hot, and the father versus son match is without question one of the biggest matches on the WrestleMania 39 match card.
Right.
The spot featuring Ray punching Dominic is currently approaching 2 million views on YouTube, which highlights the fan interest in the compelling storyline. Becky.
Well, and that's the thing, a lot of people come in here and do shows and tell you, like, oh, only the Bloodline angle is the only hot thing going into WrestleMania. That's not really the case. Let's continue on here.
Lynch addresses retirement rumors. As Becky Lynch receives more opportunities outside of WWE, it is only natural that fans speculate on Lynch's in-ring future. According to Lynch, she has no plans to retire as of yet and still has a number of years left in her. Lynch discussed any retirement plans during an appearance on the Tommy Tiernan Show, and this is what she had to say. "Well, I started wrestling 21 years ago, and so I still have a few more years left in me. And then there'll come a time to hang up the boots." WWE Hall of Famer undergoes surgery. Our final story today shares some news relating to Kurt Angle. The WWE legend recently underwent back surgery, and according to the man himself, it looks like this surgery was a major success. Speaking on his Kurt Angle Show podcast, Angle revealed, "I think it actually worked. I don't know yet. I don't have the pain going down my legs, so the operation definitely worked. I'm hoping that the pain in my back will subside, and hopefully it will in the next few days. Then I'll feel really good about it. The doctor did a great job, he really did. I was having problems with my legs and the nerves going down my legs, and that's all gone, so I'm good with that." The former WWE champion recently revealed that he would be open to doing a cinematic match in WWE, but this obviously all depends on the status of Angle's back. Would you be open to see Angle have one final match in WWE? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, glad to hear that. We all know Kurt's had a litany of injuries over the years. He sacrificed his body for a lot of our entertainment, and I've always been a fan of Kurt Angle. So glad to see that he's doing well. As far as the Becky Lynch stuff, that time will come when it comes. I think it's very important now that we appreciate the performers. They're still active as they are right now. So, the WWE roster closely is not that young for the people that are on Raw and SmackDown, and we gotta appreciate these people while we're still here. And Becky's done a fantastic job since she's come back from maternity leave about a year and a half ago. So that's pretty much it. That's my first time checking out a WrestleMania video. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know. Make sure to hit up and smash that like button. Get the likes up. Open to any suggestions. If there's anything other wrestling stuff related you want me to react to, put that in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new video here on the Hoots Podcast. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later. Yes, sir.